I go around and I go around and I go around, I go around. I'm always out, I am always out, I am always out, I'm always out. I keep running so I don't have to go.
So we're back today for another reading vlog. I was thinking, like, let me sit down properly. I tried to do something like fun and special, but no, it's too uncomfortable. I was thinking, what's like a good reading vlog to do in the month of June? Because I really want them to be like themed or just like have something to do with the month, right? I live in an F1 city, so I was like, it's the perfect thing to just read like F1 romances because I recently got like super into F1. I'm technically an engineer, I'm a mechanical engineer, and like F1 is always something that has been like interesting me, right? I got like super into it and there was like romances on it. So I was like, you know what? F1 week is coming up next week, so I figured let's just read F1 romances. This week it's gonna be so gloomy, so gloomy. I do have a few errands to run, but like I'm basically just gonna be staying home because it's literally raining every single day. Every single freaking day. There's like a 60% chance of rain. So I'm like, odds are I'm gonna be home. So what better thing to do than to just like, you know, tick books off of my TBR. So if you're new here, my name is Mila. I make everything from lifestyle, bookish. We do some like song rankings, just like tier rankings in general. We do some TV show breakdowns. We just do a bunch of everything over here. So if you're looking for a good time, definitely hit the subscribe button down below so you're notified every time that I post. We're posting 1 to 2 times a week, so definitely get excited for that. I want to finish the Dirty Air series because I have 2 more books left. So literally the perfect time to finish it. And then I have this other romance, Cross the Line, Cross the Line. So we have 3 little books. If I'm feeling spontaneous, I might buy a 4th. I don't know, we'll see. But yes, the first book we have is Wrecked, and let's start reading again. So I am exactly 95 pages into Wrecked. Oh my god, I love it. I love it. I love all these characters. I love being back in this world. In this book, we have Jax. So Jax used to be Liam's teammate before Liam switched teams. Every single character in this book, like at least every single girl, I always like relate to them when I read the book. Like when I read Maya's like point of view, I related to Maya. When I read Sophie's point of view, I related to Sophie. And now I relate so much to Elena. Like I feel like I just pick up the series at the time of my life when I feel like I need it. And I am definitely going through like personal things that Elena kind of like alludes to or talks about. So honestly, I love that for me. And just like the little, I wouldn't call it banter, I would call it like joking, but it's not like banter yet, because I feel like banter, it's very with like a flirty undertone. It's not just yet. I'm very excited to see where this goes. They both have a lot of trauma and I'm curious to see how they're gonna open up about how they're gonna come together. Overall, I'm loving this. I feel like you guys probably know about Lauren Asher from The Fine Prince, but if you have not read the Dirtier series, I would 100% recommend the first 2 books. Loved. By how the 3rd book is starting, I know I'm gonna love it. Will it be a 5-star? I don't know, but so far digging it. And I tabbed a lot. I don't know if you guys can see, I tabbed a decent amount. Like in less than 100 pages, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tabs. So almost like a tab every 10 pages. We're loving this. We're absolutely loving this. So I'm at page 202 and I wouldn't say like a lot has happened, but a lot has happened on, I guess, a more emotional side, right? We see Jax and Elena, how do I explain it? We don't have character development, but like we have hints of it, right? Basically, we have a little kiss situation. So Jax went out and Elena was like, okay, you know what? Sure, go out, have fun, like, but I'm gonna be here with you to like make sure that like, you know, you stay in line, nothing crazy happens. The whole kiss situation happened, but Jax was too drunk to remember. And I don't know if he was actually too drunk to remember or if it was like, I'm not gonna admit it. Like, I don't think that he actually forgot. I think that like some part of him like remembered, but I don't know. I was kind of like meh about it. And Elena, she was like, you know, she was obviously not feeling her best because she was like, okay, you were so drunk that you like don't remember. But Jax like realized that he messed up with his Xanax situation, and I found it so cute how Elena wrote like little papers inside the bottle and Jax decided to like not do Xanax anymore. They had a little moments together. They're kind of like the attraction is there. You can tell that they're both really into each other. And then when Elias finally talked to Jax and Jax had his like wake up call as in like, I'm so stupid, what am I doing? I can see things piecing together. Like I think I read through the parts that's like we're kind of like, I mean, okay, there obviously still gonna be other parts where they're like hiding their feelings, but this is the part where I feel like Jax knows that he can like go for Elena. Like, yes, they both have the little things, like he recognizes he is an asshole, but I think that we've reached the turning point because of the talk he had with Elias. So I'm curious to see where it goes. I love it. Like I love his parents. Like obviously his parents think it's sad. How he talks with his parents and his therapist, I feel like I can kind of see where this book is going. I don't know if I want that to happen. Like part of me is like, oh my god, that's so cute and like super happy. But the other part is like, I don't know if I want you to go. I don't know, but I kind of already have my predictions on like where things are gonna go. I'm excited, but I know that I feel like there's gonna be some sort of like heart-wrenching, heartbreaking moments. I hope it's not what I expect, but we will see. It stopped raining for a bit, so I think I'm gonna go out on like a little walk before it gets like too dark, because like it is pretty dark but like not too dark. Like what time is it? It's like 8:20, so I want to do something super fast, but we are actually almost done Wrecked. I have maybe like 50 pages left, but I was like, you know what, you can audio it because it's at a point where I don't want to put the book down, because we literally, oh my god, we got something heartbreaking, and I was like, you know, I don't think Lauren After would actually do this to us. Everything's gonna be fine. So yeah, I teared up. I was very emotional. So yeah, I like do not want to put the book down because I literally read a part that absolutely broke my heart. So we're gonna put this into my ears. We're gonna go on a little walk, but I just want to talk about this a little bit first. Last time when I left off, everything was like, you know, kind of like fluffy, and then everything literally just went downhill. It went from so perfect, literally so perfect, to downhill. I am gonna bring Kleenex because I do not know what's gonna happen. I don't want to tear up when I'm on my walk. But yeah, I'm gonna finish this on my walk. Probably go like take a little shower, and then do I update you when I finish this or when I start the new book? I mean, just in case, because I do not know. I decided that I don't want to read Redeemed just yet. I kind of want to like give myself a little break in between. So after Wrecked, we're going to be starting Cross the Line by Simone Sultani. This kind of gives me, I would say, like same vibes as like Throttled from this series, because it's like someone who's kind of like an is it an influencer? Okay. It's a childhood friends thing. And then she works probably like the marketing department. Can I say department? In like the marketing department of like the team. So kind of like different vibe from this. Probably not as like emotional. But yeah, I feel like after this I need something a little bit more lighthearted, especially since I know Redeemed is when I think Santi has an injury. So he's like in rehab. So yeah, we need something a little bit lighter, a little bit fluffier, and I think Cross the Line is that. So before it gets like too dark and like literally pitch black, we're gonna go on a little hot girl walk, and I will let you know what my final rating of Wrecked is the next time that I see you guys. Okay, guys. So first order of business. We have finished Wrecked, and oh my god, literally the last like, what was it, like 50-60 pages? It makes you so mad. It makes you so mad because you know that this is the wrong decision. It breaks your heart, and this kind of reminds me, if you've read this series, think of Throttled. It reminds me of like the little conflicts in Throttled where it's like, stop being idiots, like stop being idiots, talk to each other, like have a conversation with the other person. But in Jax's case, him kind of like pushing away, I don't want to say it's the right thing to do, but I cannot say that I would not have done it if I was in his place. So broke my heart. And honestly, Vera, Jax's mom, I owe like we basically owe the happily ever after all to Vera. So absolutely love her. Super, super cute. And oh my god, the ending, the epilogue. Oh my god, the epilogue could not have been more perfect. Could not have been more perfect. Wow. Just wow. Like out of all these books, I wasn't, you know, I kind of like knew what was going on here, but I didn't think it would deal with like much heavier topics. So kind of like caught me off guard, but I liked how there was more, I guess, like trauma and depth compared to the other books. In terms of ranking, I'm gonna give this a 4. I'm unsure between 4 and 4.25 because at some point, I don't know if it was something going on in my head or if I was just like, I wouldn't say bored, but there was a period of time where I was like, okay, I want to read something else. But that was like a very, very brief thing. So that's why I'm really undecided, because if it wasn't for that, it'd be 4.25. But because I had that, I'm like, do I rate this a 4 or no? So I still don't know. I'm gonna decide, but that's what I'm thinking for this book. And then we started Cross the Line by Simone Sultani. This is brother's best friend, kind of like a childhood. Yeah, you know what? Childhood friends, and I love a good childhood friends to lovers story. And then mixing in F1, it has a lot of potential. I'm like maybe 10% through. I've read like 45 pages. I like how, I mean, okay, basically the only like F1 romances I've read is like the Dirty Air series. So comparing it to that, I like how this starts off, I want to say more wholesome, but it starts off like they already know each other. Like not like Liam and Sophie where it's like they're kind of friends, but it's like they're childhood friends to lovers, right? So I'm very intrigued to see, you know, how much F1 we see and stuff like that, because Dirty Air you see a lot of F1. So I'm curious, but I feel like it has potential. Will it be as good as Dirty Air series? I don't know, but honestly, I'm liking it so far. I mean, I've only read like 45 pages, but I'm liking it. I see the potential and I'm excited. But yeah, I'm gonna go to bed because I'm like genuinely exhausted. Could I finish this tomorrow? It's like, okay, no, it's like exactly 400 pages. I don't know, you know, I might surprise both of us and just like wake up and not do anything else except read this. So we'll see. So good night for now, and I'll talk to you tomorrow morning with a new update. I'm gonna use this time to like talk about where we're at for Across the Line. So I think I'm like maybe 120 pages in, or very close to 120 pages in. Honestly, okay, so this book is actually super similar to Rex in the sense that the guy who's on the team, his image isn't really the best, and they need someone to fix his image. Give me a second. I'm like trying to figure out where my part is. So they need someone to fix his image. In the case of Wrecked, it was because he was like partying too much. It was very like self-induced, but in this book, it's actually the guy's old like PR person who they kind of had beef, and then she was like, you know what, screw you, I don't want to work for you anymore. And she posted something that made him look bad. Like, I wouldn't say look bad, but not like the best thing for his image. So our main character, she just graduated university. She's like, I need a job. It's summer. I need money. Oh my god, I dropped my brush. I need money. And the guy's like, you know what? Why don't you work for me in like marketing, social media, whatever. So that's where we're at. They started working together, and she's like slowly starting to help him like build up his Insta page. That's where I'm at. Not that much has happened, but I feel like, again, this is going to be very similar to Wrecked. The only thing, I feel like that there's not going to be trauma. Like, we do see a little bit of like the brother-sister relationship, which honestly like kind of similar to Sansi and Maya. So this really just like takes my favorite parts of the Dirty Air series, puts it all together into one. Loving it. Super cute, super fun, super wholesome. And I love how all these books I talk about the Montreal Grand Prix, because it's just like I never see my city in like anything. Any media, any books. I mean, okay, we have like some movies that are filmed in Montreal, but like it's never like mentioned, oh, this is like in Montreal. So every single F1 book, when they talk about the Canadian Grand Prix, I'm like, oh my god, it's Montreal. I love. I need to head out to run a few errands, but I wanted to give you an update on the book since I wasn't able to do it last night. So we have reached page 210, so basically like a little bit more than halfway. Oh my god, I'm so mad. I am so mad. Not at the story, at this one character. Oh my god. Basically, so Dev is on a team, and there's 2 drivers for every single team, right? One of the drivers is the owner's son. So obviously there's a little bit of like nepotism going on, and the way that this guy always sabotages Dev just makes me so freaking mad. It's not even like tiny things where it's like, okay, whatever, I can get over it. No, it's like literally calling him on the headset saying there's this huge emergency with the vehicle. It's not safe to drive. But then the engineers like did not say what exactly it was. So Dev just knew deep down it was this guy. And when it was confirmed after, I'm like, I'm so mad. I'm praying for him to get on another team. I don't know how it would be because like they're literally sabotage. I'm gonna say sabotaging everything that he does, so he can't even like perform better to have a chance to go on another team because they literally try to block him like any way possible, even if he's like making the team look good by like scoring points. So a little pissed off at that, and we see Willow and Dev's relationship blooming. They're still like, they're very friends, like friends, but from little moments, these few little things peek out, so you can tell like they obviously both are really into each other, and their friends are like, you know, you can kind of see it too. But what makes it complicated, I mean, one, first of all, Oakley, who's Willow's brother, is Dev's like best friend. But what makes it even harder is that Dev, Oakley, and the few other guys were in this friend group. And a few years back, Willow actually dated someone from this friend group. He cheated on her. So obviously Dev and Oakley and some other guys who are still around take her side. And then the other friends take the guy's side. So she kind of like broke apart the friendship group, and I wouldn't say like some of the friends hold it against her, but like one guy, you can tell he kind of does, and she's like, you know, I don't want to like cause problems in my brother's friend group again. So there's like resistance on both of their parts because, you know, Dev obviously has like, who was it? I forget his name, but one of his friends who's like, come on, like be careful, and then her, it's like the guilt that's like eating crap inside. Yeah, I love it. I absolutely love it. As I was saying before, I need to run a few errands today, so I'm probably gonna like read this a bit when I'm out. Not really gonna film because it's just gonna be impractical, but my plan is to get to page 300 by tonight. I feel like that's very realistic. It's like 90 pages. So I'll let you know when I get there. I have my window opened, so I'm sorry if there's like noises going on outside. My neighbors have dogs. I think the dogs went inside, so we should be good. There might be some birds chirping. But I just got back home and I actually read so much outside. I got to page 277. So basically like 60 pages. Wow. So you know how this morning I was mad? Now I'm happy because Dev won his first Formula One, I don't know what it's called. Like he won his first race, right? Like he won. So we love that. We love that for him. And there's kind of like rumors going around that one of like the top ranked teams is going to get rid of their like second driver, so he can possibly go there, get out of Argonaut. So fingers crossed. I am so scared because I read this book like outside, and I have books where the spine cracks as reading outside, so I am so paranoid. I'll literally be reading the rest of the book like this, so tight to make sure nothing cracks. But yeah, honestly, I was at a cafe reading. I had a smile on my face and I was like, you probably look crazy, but I'm loving my time reading this. I have like maybe, I think just under 60 pages. Like I technically could finish this tonight, but it is 1. I generally feel so tired, so I'm gonna go to bed. But I'm at page 340 and I feel like this is a good place to leave off because we have Dev who finally got into, I don't know, I forget what the team's called, but it's one of like the top teams that I told you about. There was like the guy who was gonna leave and then he tried to get in. He got into Mascor. So we love that. We're also at his sister's wedding. A lot of exciting things are happening. Dev's 2 friends know that him and Willow are kind of like seeing each other, but Oakley, her brother, still does not know. I do not know if we're gonna have the big reveal at the wedding. I hope not, because I feel like it's a very messy, I don't know, part of me thinks it's gonna happen at the wedding because I don't know what they're called, but they're these like traditional robes and theirs are matching, and his mom, like Dev's mom, kind of like set it up. So I don't know if that's gonna put doubts in Oakley's head or not. We will see. But I feel like something's gonna happen at this wedding. If it's not the wedding, it's like right after the wedding. Or it's like they get married, then it's like the reception or like the after, not the after party, but like the party after. You know, I generally have no idea what it's called. maybe over there. I feel like they're gonna get caught because they have a habit of like getting caught by people. So my prediction is that they get caught kissing and it's Oakley. We will see if that happens. But yeah, I think my last update is gonna be when I'm done this. I have a few things to do tomorrow also. So I do not know if if I'm gonna give an update once this book is done and then like give my update for the next book that we're gonna read, or if I'm gonna like read whatever I can tomorrow and then give an update on everything in general. I don't know, I will see, because I don't know for how long I'm gonna be out. But yeah, good night, because I'm actually like struggling to keep my eyes open. And I'll see you guys tomorrow where we're gonna finish and figure out what I'm gonna be ranking. Cross the line. Hello. So we just finished Cross the Line, and you know how I was like, I think this is how Oakley's gonna find out. It happened exactly that way. Like, I expected him to be a little more like resistant. That's like, I mean, I feel like I expected it because every story does that, but I liked how refreshing was that Oakley was like, yeah, you know, like, I'm not happy, but like, whatever, you know, it's fine, it's you guys, it's not me. So I liked that because I wasn't expecting it. And just overall, this book was like super cute, but I feel like either it was because I'm used to Lauren Asher for this genre. Yeah, like I don't know if it was that or if it was like actually something missing, but I feel like this didn't live up to the Dirtier series. So I think I'm gonna be rating it a 3.5 seems fair, because it was still like a really good book. It was really fun. I loved my time reading it, but comparing it to other things that I read, it's not that 4-star mark. I know there's a book 2 in this. Oh, what driver is it? I think it's Reed, who you kind of seen this book. I really like him, but I don't know if I like this enough to continue the other book. But this book alone, really enjoyed it, really had a fun time reading it. And now for the last book of the video, we are going back to Lauren Asher with Redeemed. So I am like 50 pages in. I just started it this morning, and this starts off completely differently from the other books. So the other books, you're like already inside the world of F1. Over here, I don't know how much time has passed between this and like the other books, but this opens up with Santi's like like crash accident, whatever you want to call it, and they end up having to amputate like under his knee. So that's absolutely heartbreaking. The prologue said 3 years ago, so I don't know, like I think, again, I don't know how the timeline works, but that's absolutely heartbreaking. So yeah, like he's not like actively racing, so I wonder how this is gonna compare to the other books, because you're not inside the world of F1, but this guy comes from the world of F1. So we're gonna see. I feel like it's something different for Lauren Asher. I feel like kind of like prepares you for the Dreamland Billionaire series where it's not in this like F1 world. So I'm very intrigued to see where she goes from here. But yeah, so Santi's like secluded in his house in Lake Como, and we have our female main character, Chloe. Her mom is like not a good person, and she never met her dad. So she does an ancestry test, and she finds out her dad is in Italy. We find out that Santi and her dad are neighbors. She doesn't break into Santi's house, but she like gets mistaken by which house is which. We've only had like their first encounter where he thinks that she's like breaking into his house. So very different from like other books. I'm kind of curious. I'm excited because I love that F1 world, but I want to see maybe a little bit more, because I feel like the F1 books, you were so involved in F1 and I love that. I feel like it would have been nice to have a little bit more of like normal life things, if that makes sense. But I'm intrigued. I'm just like, I'm curious. So very funky, weird angle. We lost power, so I literally have to put you guys like right in front of my window. My window's like right in front of this chair. As we can see, we're very close, very personal. But yeah, like my phone is literally at like 2%, so I can't even like put data on my laptop to like do work that I have to do. So that's amazing. I don't have my car, so I can't even leave the house to go somewhere to charge my phone. So I was like, you know what? We'll just read. I literally sat down, locked in, and I'm at page 190. I flew through all this because I was like, there's literally nothing else to do. But honestly, I love this. I love this. Now, there's just something about Santiago, and oh my god, I love this man. I absolutely love this man. He is so wow, just perfect, just absolutely perfect. I love Chloe. I love him. And like Maya and Noah have a kid, Marco, who's absolutely adorable. I love it. Yeah, wow, just wow. I was reading it with a smile on my face. Basically, no, not Maya. Chloe breaks into Santiago's house. Like they have their little encounter, right? She loses her phone. So she goes back. I'm not sure if it's the next day or like a few days after to get her phone. And then, well, cause she's like, no one's in the house. And then surprise, surprise, Noah, Maya, and Santiago all arrive back. How does Santiago explain that there's this like stranger in his house? He says that they're dating, so it's fake dating. And yeah, sure, his family's like gone, but they kind of agreed to like continue the ruse for like other people. And then Marco tells Maya and Santiago's mom, so now the mom knows. So obviously they have to continue it because like the mom is going to be pushy. You know that they like each other, but I can tell that they're also kind of like, especially Chloe, kind of like questioning it. Like Santiago is locked in. Yes, he's like, I'm finding it hard to like let people in because of like what happened, but he's invested. He's into her. I love it. I love it. I don't love it as much as Collided, but it's definitely up there. I feel like this might, I don't know if it's gonna beat Collided. Like again, we're almost halfway through. I don't know if it will beat Collided. It would really depend. But if it's not like above Collided, definitely like right under. I'm predicting 4.5 or 4.75. I'd be really surprised if this gets a 5-star, but it's definitely going to be up there. Okay, I was like packing today for a little trip. So literally everything is packed. I'm just like holding my camera with my hand. This is the best that we can do. I am at page 300 of Redeemed. And oh my god, okay, so I started reading a bit, but then I put the audiobook on. The person who voices Santiago, I'm in love. There's no way I'm in love. I forget what I told you guys this morning because I feel like so much happened, but we're finally seeing Santiago get back. Okay, maybe not back in F1, but he's like slowly, warming up to the idea. And obviously he's getting closer with Chloe, warming up to the idea. Super cute. And we haven't seen Jax and Liam yet, so I don't know if we're gonna see them or not. I want to see them. Like, I really want to see Jackson and Elena again. But, like, I don't know. We will see. We have Noah, who's he actually decided to retire from F1. I don't know. Well, okay, he's not retiring now, but he planned to retire to, like, focus on Maya and focus on the relationship, which is super cute. He drives for an Italian team. It's his last race in Italy. So, the Alatores, the mom and dad, and obviously Maya, they drag Santiago to the race, and obviously he's like, I'm gonna come if Chloe comes. They had a little encounter, right? But Santiago's still like he's scared, to like be 100%. I mean, I wouldn't say be 100% himself, but just like show Chloe like 100% himself, if that makes sense. Like personality wise, it's all there. It's just like with his leg and stuff like that, right? So they decided, okay, like we're not gonna sleep together until you are comfortable. And I feel like that's slowly starting to push him to like get back into F1. Like he ordered a simulator, so he's gonna start driving again. And we love that for him. So I just wanted to pop up and say that this is probably going to be the before. I mean, I don't know how it's going to be tomorrow because I am taking like an 8-hour train. By the way, we're catching a train at 6:20 a.m. It's currently midnight. I need to wake up in like 5 hours. So I don't know when my updates are going to be tomorrow. I definitely want to give you guys one more update before like the last update. So I'll see how I organize it. I'm going to say goodnight right now because I really need to sleep. And I'll see you tomorrow in the train where I'll be looking so dead. But you gotta do what you gotta do. I completely forgot to give you guys an update last night. Like that was literally the last thing on my mind, but I finished reading Redeemed in the train. Oh my god, I forgot where we left off, but this book was everything. Absolutely everything. It's not as high up there as Liam and Sophie's book Collided, but I think this is my oh my god, I can't English. This is my second favorite book in the series. It was just perfect. So like I like how we were kind of taken away from the F1 world, but then pushed back into it, and everything worked out perfectly. Like Noah was able to get Santiago back into racing. We had a few glimpses of
Jax and Liam, like I would have liked to see them a little bit more, but like given how the story was like built this time, it makes sense that we only saw Noah. And Marco, absolutely, I love this kid. I love this kid. Like genuinely, these two are together because of Marco. Also, the epilogue for this book is the most wholesome thing. You see all these characters, all their kids. Noah and Maya's son is into Liam and Sophie's daughter, but Liam and Sophie's daughter brought a boyfriend back to Christmas. But Marco is definitely in love with her, and I don't know if Lauren Asher is gonna do like a spin-off series with the kids. I would love to see that. I generally forget their daughter's name, but I would love to see Marco and this girl. Lauren Asher, please do this for us. But yeah, I love this. I'm gonna give it 4.75 stars. It's not exactly a 5-star, but it's not a 4.5. So 4.75 seems like a solid space. If I decide to like lift it up, you're gonna see it in my monthly wrap up. But yeah, like I don't know, when I read Wrecked, I loved it, obviously, I loved it, but there was just something missing, and this delivered. This I love. Can you guys see? I'm sorry if you guys can't see, I have a like window right along the wall. But yeah, so that's gonna be all for today. If you guys enjoyed today's video, definitely hit the subscribe button and leave a thumbs up so I know to bring you guys more reading vlogs. If you have any other ideas for themes for reading vlogs, definitely also leave that down below. My TikTok, Instagram, and Goodreads are all links down below also if you want to go check me out. And that's pretty much it for me today. I have to go start my day. So stay safe, protect your vibe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye guys!